white armor, cold as a shot from a gun. If you should look for a man who loves danger, to love is a stranger, this man is the one.
Morning, Dr. Cragshaw.
Good morning, Joe. How's the patient this morning?
Oh, just the same. The boss is up there with him now.
Ah. Well, hello, Jane.
Do you think it's serious, Doctor?
Very serious, Joe. Mr. Burke is dying.
Dying?
I'm afraid so.
What's wrong with him?
Oh, that's just the point. As far as I can tell, nothing. Nothing at all.
I think you ought to try and eat something, Mr. Burke.
Please, Mrs. Bamford. Leave me alone.
I'm only trying to help you.
Just let me die in peace.
Oh, come now. What makes you think you're going to die?
It's been ordained.
Ordained? Ordained by whom?
The devil.
Well, your heart's as hard as a bell. You've no temperature, no blood pressure, no symptoms. Organically, there's nothing wrong with you. Physically, you're perfectly fit.
You're absolutely right, Doctor. I don't doubt your findings for a moment. Nevertheless, it doesn't alter the fact that I'm shortly going to die.
Well, you're obviously under some nervous strain.
Not really. It's just a question of accepting the inevitable.
Well, I'm going to give you a sedative. That should help you to relax. And I'll see you again tomorrow.
I doubt it very much.
Believe me, Mr. Burke, there's no earthly reason why you should die. Come in.
Oh, there's a cup of tea downstairs for you, Doctor.
Thank you, Joe. Oh, wash that glass out before me, would you, please?
Certainly, Doctor.
Well, Mr. Burke, I'll be around about the same time tomorrow. And perhaps by then you'll... Mr. Burke?
What is it, Doctor?
He's dead.
glad I persuaded you to take a few days' holiday, sir.
So am I, Sim. Get away from London.
And Miss Jones, sir.
Especially Miss Jones. Something missing, is it?
The soup, sir. It was here a moment ago, so I must have stolen it.
But that just contained a brownish powder. But I emptied it away.
That was the mushroom soup, sir.
But that's impossible, sir.
Dehydrated, sir. They do it with everything nowadays. Potatoes, milk, eggs.
Good Lord, that's absolutely Sim.
Sir?
Not the grouse, Sim.
Oh, no, sir. That's quite solid.
Thank heavens for that.
Will you take luncheon now, sir?
Yes, I think that'll be absolutely... Ah, just one moment, if you please. Yes, that's just about right, I should think.
Ahoy, Mr. Adamant! Ahoy, Mr. Adamant!
Miss Jones. Sam, I trust the collation will suffice for three.
We'll manage, sir.
Hello, Sim. Isn't this nice? A picnic. Cool, gross. My favourite food. And wine.
How on earth did you find us, Miss Jones?
Oh, easy. This may come as a surprise to you, Mr. Adamant, but there aren't many people at the moment going around dressed in Victorian gear, and sword sticks are definitely out. Well, what are you doing? What's the case?
Case? There's no case, Miss Jones, I assure you. Sims and I are merely enjoying a few hard-earned days' leisure.
Ah, pull the other one. It's got bells on.
I beg your pardon?
A colloquialism, sir. Miss Jones thought you were not telling the truth.
Oh, I can assure you, Miss Jones,
Something the matter, sir? Will you be taking wine, Miss Jones?
Yes, this is.
Show yourself!
You're dead.
Now, what scoundrel have we here?
I'm Jerry Fletcher.
Are you?
Yeah, and you're Adam Adamant.
You're absolutely right.
Are you really 100?
Well, I soon shall be.
You look better than my granddad, and he's only 82. Is this your bird?
Charming.
Yes, well, Miss Jones and I are merely friends.
I've heard that one before.
You're a long way from home, young fellow.
I'm on holiday, staying at my uncle's, Red Bank Farm. I've got a job for you.
A job for me?
Yeah, you do catch thieves and all that, don't you? I've read about it.
Well, I try.
Good. I want you to catch a thief.
Why, you've had something stolen?
Yeah, my white mice.
This is your room, Mr. Adamant.
Ah, well, this will suit me admirably, madam.
I hope you'll be very comfortable.
I'm sure I shall.
If you should find there's anything you want, I'll be downstairs in the bar.
Thank you. You're very kind.
Thank you.
How fortunate you were able to accommodate us.
Yes, sir. As a matter of fact, this room only came vacant this morning.
Really?
One of our guests left a bit suddenly.
Well, I'm sure he was very sorry to leave.
Aye, I think he was. I'll bring the rest of your things up.
No, please, don't trouble yourself. My man will do that, thank you.
Just as you say, sir. Now, if there's anything you want...
Ah, yes, there is something. I'd like to know the direction of Red Bank Farm.
Red Bank Farm?
Yes, you do know it.
Oh, aye. Aye, it's about a mile and a half up the road. Well, you must have passed it. That's by the old mill.
Ah, yes, the old mill. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sims? Sims, this is very interesting.
Your drink, Miss Jones. Oh, thank you. Well, here's to the Burning Man. Kinky name for a pub.
It was named after a 17th century duke. In fact, he was the Burning Man.
Oh?
They tied him to a stake out there in the courtyard and burnt him to death.
Charming. What had he done?
He was a warlock.
A what lock? A male witch. Zoink.
Oh.
Hey, did you know they used to burn people at the stake out there, Sims?
I sincerely hope the practice has now fallen into disuse.
Would you like a drink, Mr. Sims?
Not just yet, thank you. I must just take this out to Mr. Adamant.
Well, why not have your drink first?
It's very kind of you, but I think I ought.
Oh, I'm sure Mr. Adamant wouldn't mind.
Come on, Sims, we're on holiday.
Well, I am a bit dry. All right, I'll have half a pint of bitter, thank you.
You know, on second thoughts, perhaps Mr. Adamant might be waiting for that luggage.
Oh, thank you very much. I enjoyed that.
Oh, very much indeed. Well, I hope you had a good time. Oh, Joe, can I have another one?
Yes, Doctor?
Would you like one?
No, thank you.
Well, now, here's the rest of that. Good heavens, sir, what's happened?
I think I had a visitor, Sims.
Is something the matter, sir?
No, it's quite all right, really. It was just a bump on the head. It's gone.
What has?
The book I found, my assailant must have taken it.
Well, he must have wanted it pretty badly to hit you over the head to get it.
Yes, indeed, he must, Sims.
What sort of book was it, sir?
It was a prayer book.
A prayer book?
Yes, a very unsavory prayer book.
I don't quite follow you, sir.
For the prayers it contained were all to the devil.
We should never have let him stay here.
Shut up.
Suppose he finds something out.
He won't. Unless you were to tell him. You sure there was nothing else in that room?
No, I don't think so. I searched it as thoroughly as I
I
could.
hope for your sake you didn't miss anything.
It's getting too dangerous. I'm sorry I ever got into this.
While you are in it, just remember that.
What exactly are we looking for, sir?
I don't know, Sims. I don't know. And I somehow hope that we find nothing.
Well, I'm sure you know what you mean, sir, but it's as clear as mud to me. You think there's something going on?
Yes, very definitely.
Something criminal?
From the moment I entered this inn, I've been increasingly aware of the presence of something evil.
This is jam, sir.
We'll take it out again.
It's a black candle, sir.
Yeah. Yes, my worst fears are justified.
What do you mean, sir?
Well, it seems incredible. And yet it is the only explanation.
Sir?
Sorcery. Black magic, witchcraft, call it what you will.
Ah, steady on, sir. We've come a long way since your day.
You think so, Sims, but who knows what lurks in the dark corridors of the mind.
Well, I'm not a great believer in superstition myself.
I envy you your innocence.
Ah, but black magic,
Well,
witchcraft...
consider the evidence, Sims. First, we have those missing mice.
Well, sir?
The dead mouse has always been the harbinger of death.
Well, we don't know. They're dead yet.
Secondly, we have that prayer book with its incantations to Satan.
Yeah, that is a bit rum.
And thirdly, the black candle. The black candle, one of the trappings of that corrupt travesty of the Christian rites known as the Black Mass.
Yes, I must admit that's odd, but isn't there some other explanation,
No
sir?
explanation, Sims. This is no ordinary villain that we are up against.
But why, sir? What's the motive?
No motive, Sims. This is evil for evil's sake, unless I'm very much mistaken. We are about to cross swords with the devil himself.
Hi, how about once round the board, Mr. Adamant?
Once... Yeah, later, Miss Jones, if you don't mind. Sims, a word in your ear, Sims.
Yes, sir?
I have a task for you, Sims, one that will tax your ingenuity to its uttermost.
Anything, sir.
Miss Jones, she must not be involved.
I'll do my best, sir, but you know what she's like. She pokes her nose into everything.
Yes, indeed she does. Now, keep her occupied. Under no circumstances must she realize that these investigations are of anything but the most trivial.
Right, sir.
Hey, Mr. Adamant!
Once round the board, miss.
Okay.
Ah.
Missed!
Missing my say. Oh, that's a good one. Whatever will that boy say next?
You mean the mice are not missing?
I never were no mice. I'm afraid my young nephew's been having you on.
Having me on?
Hey, got quite an imagination for a young'un.
Well, you know, I wouldn't have thought Jeremy was play acting. He seemed very genuine to me.
You take it from me, sir. I never were no mice.
Well, I should still like to talk to him, if I may.
Oh, well, I don't know where he is. He might be anywhere. We've got over 50 acres here.
Well, perhaps I could wait. I'm sure he returns for meals.
Well, you could try the old mill.
The old mill.
Ah, he often plays in there.
Ah, thank you. Thank you. You're very kind.
Don't mention it.
Who's that you talking to, Uncle?
Nobody you, no. Here. You make yourself useful. Hey.
Zoink! I won!
I don't believe it. Where did you learn to play darts like that?
Galston-on-Sea. I did what you call a summer season. Come along, sir. Try your luck. $3 shilling, 45 are over to win. Anything off the top shelf, sir.
Did you work on a dart stall?
I was next to Tony's hamburger stall. We only had half a dozen customers between us the whole summer.
I know the feeling only too well.
At the end of the season, I was an expert at darts, and Tony put on 3 stone.
Life has its compensations.
Double or quits.
As Mr. Adamant would say, your servant.
By the way, where is he?
Oh.
Our nonagenarian friend.
Oh, Mr. Adamant, he's gone for a walk.
You'll have to do better than that, sir.
I beg your pardon, miss?
He's taken the car.
Oh, yes, he's gone for a drive.
You're about the worst liar I've ever met. I know where he is. He's working on the case of the missing mice.
Now, Miss Toad.
It's all right, I'm not going to go charging after him.
Oh, that's a relief.
I like a spot of danger. Finding a few mice can't be very dangerous.
Jeremy! Jeremy! You know, you should be more careful. You could hurt somebody by doing that. My name's Adamant. I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Your manners really are quite appalling, aren't they? I am looking for a Master Jeremy Fletcher. Now, shall we start again? I am looking for a Master Jeremy Fletcher. You know, I really won't harm you if you just answer my question. I don't think that will do the cutting edge very much good, sir. How very wasteful.
Still there, Mr. Adamant?
Yes, I am. I got involved with a friend of yours. I believe he's got something in his eye.
Oh, I hope Donald hasn't been any trouble. He don't take kindly to strangers.
Now, you do surprise me. I found him a most entertaining fellow. However, I'm afraid that your nephew Jeremy is not here.
No, I just remembered. He went over to Downham for the day.
Ah, yes. Well, perhaps that would explain it. I think you may find that needs sharpening. Good day.
That's £4 you owe me. Double or quits.
Do you play brag?
No.
Marvelous. I'll teach you.
Coward.
Thank you very much. I wonder if by any chance you've got a pack of cards.
Oh, certainly, Mr. Sims.
Here we are.
Thank you very much. If I'm going to lose my money, I might as well do it in comfort.
Okay.
Now then. First of all, you deal 3 cards.
Yeah. Mr. Adamant.
My dear Monsieur.
Any luck with the mice?
Any luck? No, I'm afraid not. No luck with the mice. I trust Sims is keeping you out of mischief.
Oh, I never get into mischief. Well, almost never.
I'm teaching Miss Jones how to play brag, sir.
Not for money, I trust. I do not approve of young ladies who gamble.
Now, here.
Ask me for a game of darts.
Right, now. You look at the cards, you see.
My dear Mrs. Bamford.
Mr. Adamant.
I wonder if you'd mind if Joseph taught me the English game of darts.
I don't mind, Mr. Adamant.
Not at all.
Thank you. You're very kind. Thank you, Sims.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Now,
Round the board.
round the
You
board.
get a one first.
I see.
Thank you. I want to talk to you.
I'm listening.
You've got to help me.
How can I help you?
3. I've sold my soul to the devil.
Good throw.
Five bob.
Do you know what a coven is?
It is a gathering of witches. Are you a member of such a band?
Yes.
Then God help you.
2 you want, Mr. Adamant?
Tell me, who is the leader of this group?
Joe? You got a moment?
Can we meet later?
My room.
No, it's too dangerous.
The towpath by the river.
Right, in half an hour. Perhaps we can finish the game later, Mr. Adamant.
Yes, I shall look forward to it.
I'll see you.
3 queens.
3 kings! That's £6 you owe me. It's better than darts.
Young Georgie's a smart little bag. She claimed that she couldn't play brag. But I got quite a shock when my watch went in hock. She's really a bit of a drag.
Sims.
Hello, who's it coming, Sim? Huh? Who's that?
Hi.
My dear Miss Jones, what an amazing surprise.
No need to look so disappointed.
To what do I owe the honor of this visit?
I just thought I'd like to see what your room looked like. Not bad.
My dear Miss Jones, would you leave immediately?
Why?
Have you no sense of propriety?
Propriety's as square as laced-up corset.
Oh, my dear Miss Jones, I do wish you'd choose your similes with a little more caution.
Enter the gentleman's gentleman.
Miss Jones, what are you doing here?
She is about to leave, Sims. Now, Miss Jones, you have exactly
All right,
1 minute.
I have drawn your bath water, sir. I trust 99.5 degrees will be satisfactory.
Great, Sims. I don't like it too hot. It's bad for the complexion.
Miss Jones!
Sims, let her go, let her go. At least we shall have a little peace. Tell me, does she know anything?
Only that I'm a soft touch at darts and cards. But as far as the other matter is concerned, I don't think she suspects anything.
Tonight, above all, you must not let her out of your sight.
I'll do my best, sir.
Take her out for the evening.
I beg your pardon. There's nowhere to go.
Well, there must be somewhere.
Well, apart from this pub and the one next door and the old coffee shop and the post office, it's Sunday. They're all closed.
What of that fine old village church?
Church?
Yes. Surely we have evensong still in England?
You want me to take Miss Jones to church?
Yes. I think you will find that you both benefit spiritually, sir.
Oh, very well, sir. You are still convinced that witchcraft is being practiced?
Yes, Sims, yes. More than ever now after the death of our barman, Joseph. And unless I am very much mistaken, they practice their evil rites up at Corbett's Mill.
The Black Mass?
Among other things. The millstones seem to me to be very odd.
Odd, sir?
Yes, I've never seen any like them before. It's almost as if they were designed to crush something other than grains of wheat.
Excuse me, sir.
my dear Dr. Crenshaw.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Adamant?
Yes, I did. It's very kind of you to come. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Do you smoke a cigar?
Well, I'd rather have my pipe, if you don't mind.
Not at all, not at all.
Thank you. Well?
Well, I wanted to see you about the death of our unfortunate barman.
Oh, yes, a tragic business.
Yes, indeed it is. Tell me, have you determined the cause of death?
Well, as far as I can tell, he died from a coronary. A heart attack.
I see.
Why'd you ask?
Well, Doctor, I myself am convinced that he was murdered.
Murdered?
Yes.
Well, I'm quite sure Mr. Lynch died from natural causes.
And I'm quite sure that he did not die from natural causes. Tell me this, Doctor. Do you believe in the devil?
Well, I'm afraid I don't quite follow you.
No. Now, I can see that it would be very difficult for a man of science, such as yourself, to understand this. But I am convinced that in this seemingly innocent village, there exists a malignant evil.
Evil?
Yes.
What sort of evil?
The worst sort, Doctor. Witchcraft.
You can't be serious.
I have never been more serious in my life. I feel this so strongly, Doctor. It is almost as if Lucifer himself were hovering in the air, waiting to be invoked.
I don't want to be unkind, Mr. Adamant, but I can't help feeling that this inn, with its medieval connections, is overstimulating your imagination.
You don't believe me, then?
I'm sorry, but as you said, I'm a man of science. Well, where's your proof of all this?
I shall have that tonight.
Why tonight?
Because tonight, Doctor, is the Sabbat, the seasonal assembly of witches to honor Satan, the archfiend. And unless I'm very much mistaken, they will be holding their pagan services, and I, for one, intend to be a member of their congregation.
Master of vices,
pray for us.
Dispenser of evils,
Pray for us.
steward of sins,
Pray for us.
everlasting Prince of darkness,
It is you that we worship.
may the power of Satan be with you and remain with you forever and ever. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Ghost. As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. Praise ye the Lord. The Lord's name be praised. The Psalm number 68, being the psalm proper for the 12th Sunday after Trinity.
Let God arise. Let them also that hate him flee before him. Like as the smoke. Let them away. At the presence of God. But let the righteous. I expect they've got other things to do. Let them also be merry and joyful.
Master, accept this offering so that we may receive the things we ask.
Glory be to the devil!
Forever and ever. Amen.
Awake, awake, ye powers of hell!
Wherein our hopeful spirits dwell.
Our souls are thine, O Prince of War!
Tis thee we worship and adore.
Throughout all generations, he has strength with his arm.
Where's Adam? Where is he?
Where he is. He hath put down the mighty from their seat, and hath exalted the humble and meek.
Why didn't he come to church with us?
You must know he's attending a service of his own.
Oh, no.
And the rich hath sent him your way.
Get him!
I've lost me frog.
Perhaps he's hopped it.
Oh! You sure you haven't seen him?
Quite.
Well, he must be somewhere round here.
Come along, Miss Jones.
Just a minute. These stone floors are murder on the kneecaps.
That shows how used you are to it.
It's all right for you. You've got trousers
Of
on.
course. Good evening, Vicar.
Evening. I don't think I've seen you here before.
We're just here for a few days' holiday.
You're from London, I think.
Yes.
Ah, the sinful city.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Vicar.
Too much thought for material things. You know, I'm very lucky to have my parish here. Good evening, Mrs. Corbett. I hear you have the harvest all safely gathered in. I'm so glad. Jeremy? Ah, I find that the country people have a strong and simple faith.
Kill him! Kill him!
I must be going out of my mind.
Something the matter, Mr.
You
Adamant?
spoke with the voice of a woman.
Well, that is hardly surprising.
Mrs. Bamford. Oh, my dear lady, I'm sure you're not aware of the evil that has been taking place this evening. You fiend! Let this woman out of your corrupt web in the name of God!
It is unwise to use that name in my presence, Mr. Adamant.
You.
So clever, but oh, so vulnerable, so vulnerable.
It is useless to struggle, Mr. Adamant. You won't escape.
Nor will you escape, sir. For you are a prisoner of your own evil practices.
How can you call the search for pleasure evil?
How can you call these obscene rites pleasures, madam?
You should try them sometime. You'd be agreeably surprised.
I would rather die first.
Oh, the doctor is right. It's only through pleasures of the flesh that we can achieve true spiritual fulfillment.
That is heresy, madam.
What a marvelous convert he would make, Doctor.
I doubt whether even you could convert such a staunch deist as Mr. Adamant to our religion.
How can you call such a corrupt faith a religion?
And why not?
Our faith is as old as yours, and in many ways it's alike. We both worship a supreme being.
We've had our share of martyrs.
Which is burnt at the stake.
And in spite of persecution, we still flourish
Flourish,
today.
Doctor?
Yes, flourish. Our numbers are growing. Look around you. You will find more evil than good in the world today. Do we really practice brotherly love? Have we beaten our swords into plowshares? Is the lion lying down with a lamb?
Remember, consider this. We fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
You're like all the rest. You only condemn because you do not understand.
I understand, madam, that you have sold your souls to the devil.
You're quite right, my friend.
And you will pay
we
for
find
it.
him a most agreeable master.
With eternal damnation.
Eternal damnation.
The fires of hell.
Your hell is the heaven we seek.
And your heaven is a myth designed to enslave the ignorant.
You are a heretic, Doctor. And a murderer.
Murderer?
Ah. Do you deny that you killed Joseph the barman?
He wanted to renounce his faith.
As I suggest you renounce yours before it is too late.
Your pious words are lost on me, Mr. Adamant.
Is he to be sacrificed, Doctor?
I think not, my dear. Mr. Adamant is a very ingenious man and deserves an equally ingenious death.
I thought I touched you.
Wakey, wakey!
He's not here, miss.
From the look of it, he hasn't been here all night. Well, well. The dirty stopper.
I beg your pardon. Yes, but one of us ought to stay here in case he comes back.
You haven't been keeping anything from Miss Sims, have you?
Now, why should you think that, miss?
Because Mr. Adamant told you to.
Oh, Mr. Sims. I have a message for you from Mr. Adamant.
Oh.
He rang to say that he'd been detained, but he'd be back later in the day.
Oh, did he mention where he was going?
No. He only said he was with friends. Your drink, Mr. Sims.
Ah, thank you very much. Put it on Mr. Adamant's account, will you? Thank you.
Are you sure you wouldn't like a quick game?
Absolutely positive. I can't afford it.
I'm bored.
Well, I thought you were enjoying it here.
Well, it's all right for a couple of days, but let's face it, it's a bit dead. I think I'll go out.
Where to?
Just out.
Oh, Doctor, I wonder if I could have a word with you.
Yes, of course, Mr. Sims.
I'm rather worried about Mr. Adamant.
Oh?
He never came in last night.
Oh, you think perhaps something has happened to him?
Perhaps. At any rate, I think I ought to go and look for him.
Well, I'll come with you.
Well, it's very kind of you, but there is Miss Jones. Mr. Adamant said I was to keep an eye on her.
Oh, yes, I see your problem.
I suppose you wouldn't,
Well, yes, my dear chap, I'd be delighted.
Oh, thank you very much. You've taken a great weight off my mind.
Not at
Sure
all.
it's all right?
Yes, of course. You run along.
Oh, thank you so much.
And don't worry about Miss Jones. I'll take very good care of her.
Forgive me, I haven't time to stop for coffee. So I'm very glad you did.
I don't know how he done it, but he got away.
We should have killed him last night.
You go tell the doctor. I'll deal with Adamant. I got something for you, Adamant. Compliments of the house.
You're very kind, but I never drink before luncheon.
Ah, Mr. Adamant. What's happened to him?
Well, I think, Sims, he's had one too many. Where's Miss Jones?
Oh, you needn't worry about her, sir. She's in good hands.
I'm delighted to hear it.
Yes, Dr. Craigshaw's looking after her. Is something the matter, sir?
And she is in peril of her life.
Looks rather primitive.
Yes, but very effective, I assure you.
I thought millstones were usually on top of each other.
Yes, my dear, but these are rather special.
Ah! Crunch. I'd like to get my finger trapped in there.
Yeah, those wheels are quite capable of crushing a person to death.
Ooh, bit messy, though.
Mr. Adamant.
My dear Miss Jones, Sims is waiting for you in the car. I'd be grateful if you would join him.
You have to excuse him. He's not usually rude.
Would you please do as I say?
Dr. Craigshaw and
Dr.
I
Craigshaw and I have some unfinished business to discuss, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the tour.
Well, Mr. Adamant, I see I've underestimated you.
That is a failing, sir, that is common among your kind. I suggest you prepare your soul for its final judgment.
I think yours will be judged before mine.
Now, sir, prepare to meet your maker.
No!
May God have mercy on his soul.
Tied up, Sim?
Wasn't it terrible about the doctor's accident?
Yes, most unfortunate.
He seemed such a nice, kind man.
Yes, he was, he was.
Hey, you never found those white mice, did you?
Unfortunately not, no. Although I believe that Master Jeremy has transferred his affections to 2 frogs.
Never mind, you can't win them all.
Are you ready, Sim?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now mind how you go.
Whoops.
Sims! Ah, stop!
Very good, sir.
Hey, what's going on?
Jones, the car keys.
Where are you going?
To finish our holiday, Miss Jones. Take good care of the car.
Hey, Mr. Adamant, wait for me.
He has known. If you want love and your years filled with laughter and content ever after, leave this man alone.